Well, the history of Romani culture and language is quite complex. We don't know specifics because there are no clear historical documents, but historical linguistics is a clue, and it's pretty much agreed by most linguists that the Romani language is related to Sanskrit and comes out of the Indian subcontinent, specifically Rajasthan. And maybe around the year 1300, 1200, there were waves coming out. It's not even clear why or exactly when, but we do know that Roma entered the Balkans through the Middle East in about 1350, something like that. We do have those kinds of documents. And some of the occupations that Roma have today were documented from way back then. So musicians, metalworking, working with horses, woodcraft, all of those are quite old occupations. The culture is very rich. It's centered around the family. People are very, very close. Pretty much all of the Balkan cultures, including Roma, have patrilineal kinship, meaning that all the sons stay with the mother and father. They bring in their brides, so you have 3 or 4 generations through the male line living together. And the women are the ones who move at marriage. They're the ones that reaffiliate with their husband's family. And so you have alliances between families based on women. So it's a very, very interesting culture.
I'll play something Bulgarian. This is a slow melody when people are at the banquet table eating and drinking. And now some Romani music. That's an improvisational melody, Romani style. Now I'll play a Romani dance genre called kuchek. Like that.
Roma have always been a minority and been discriminated against, but there's a few areas where they've been praised, and that's music. Romani music, actually Balkan music in general, it's not only Romani music, the music of pretty much every ethnic group of the Balkans is totally integrated into community and family life. So every event has live music. Now for Roma, they do have a unique position because they tend to be the professional musicians. So they're providing the music not only for their own communities, but they also have to know the repertoire for many other ethnic groups. So when Yuri plays, for example, he has to know what's the ethnicity, the language group of his clients. So he plays for Turks and Albanians and Greeks and Roma and Macedonians and Bulgarians, Armenians, and he knows the repertoire. This is very common among Bulgarian and many other Romani professional musicians to know very well the culture, the rituals, the songs, the repertoire of their client groups. Romani music has made inroads into world music festivals and on international stages. And to me, that is an opportunity to educate people, not only about the music, but about the history and persecution of Roma. As an educator, I feel it's very important, and the musicians I work with agree with me. We work together. So I feel that music can be a kind of starting point for a conversation.
When I play especially for dancers, when people are dancing, we relate to them 100%. The improvisations get better. They give us strength. And we try to figure out what our clients want. The dancers, the audience, what do they want? Whatever they want, we try to figure out what it is, and we give it to them. There's communication between a musician and audience members, listeners. It's very, very important. You have to have it. You have to realize what they want. You have to figure out what they want. And it comes from many, many years. It doesn't come right away. We came from a culture where it was very strict. The women didn't sing or play music. It was more a Turkish Muslim culture. You wouldn't find a woman singing at a wedding, but maybe occasionally at a concert. But I'm talking years ago. Now, of course, there are women singers.
In the Balkans, about half the Roma are Muslim, and the ones who are Muslim tend to adopt certain values of Muslim culture. But actually, the Christians of the Balkans were very, very strict as well up to 50 years ago. Up to 50 years ago, all the ethnic groups of the Balkans never let their women sing in public, maybe just in the house, or dance in public, because it was considered a shameful thing. The Muslims of the Balkans have probably held on to this idea more, okay? But there are definitely exceptions. The exceptions fall in the category of women who are married to professional musicians. They're the wives, the sisters, the mothers. They join the same bands and they have a watchful group there, and it's very, very reputable. I really think that people work out their problems in life through music. Anyone would. And Roma do sing very emotionally. Even the quality of singing is using a lot of emotion. The music conveys a lot of what's inside people. And definitely, I mean, they've said this about Jewish music too, that it's sort of laughter through tears or whatever. I feel there's an element of the music is what helps you survive.
Music is in the first place for us. I'm talking about my family. It feeds us. Not only talking about money, but also spiritually. When I play, I feel very good. I'm taken to another place. I play for people. I prefer to play for people whether it's a small group, a large group, or a huge hall of people. When I'm playing, I'm giving my culture to people.